Hey, hello everybody. Thank you for joining today's Tips and Tricks webinar. Today's topic, as you can see, is on Harmony Browse. Please use the Q&A chat if you have any questions during the webinar. We'll make sure we answer those. Our presenter today is a security engineer from Connecticut, Alan Illich. Alan, what do you have for us today?
Well, I have small little nano agents that run lots of stuff. So I'll get to it so we can get to cover it all. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Harmony Browse is a part of our Harmony suite for remote access and all things workspace related. This particular product is a extension on a browser, and we support quite a few of them. And what it does, it is installed automatically, pretty easily, and it connects to all of these things that you can see on your screen. Hopefully, you can see my screen. And what is it? It can be a part of endpoint security or can be a standalone and can integrate with SaaS security and SASE, which is very important because you can start off, let's say, as a browser, and as your needs involve, you can just enable other stuff, and we're going to be correlating it on the back end. You're going to be managing it on at the same place at our managing solution, online managing solution. From there, uh, why would one want to have a browser protection? And what is actual use case for that, and what are the advantages of it? So I'm going to go by saying why current solutions that you might have are not that takes care of everything that you might need out there in a workspace that is all over the space right now. So obviously the first use case would be you are not on premise. You still need your protections. You still need your URL filtering. You need your zero-day protection. You need all that good stuff, and you need it on the go. So we do that. You can. This works regardless of where you work from, office, branch office, or home, or remote somewhere else. Cloud and shift to SaaS application, which are on the cloud, is something that we have hard time doing and putting some controls into it. They are native controls and they're great, but they are not sufficient. They can be one leak away from being breached. And this creates a wide open space where one can be vulnerable. Also, the devices that you are not managing. You can use this product. We are compliant with the privacy regulations, both here and the US and the EU. And you're going to be compliant, and you'll be getting also a highest level of security. And then finally, we all know that AI is taking over the world, and that is fine. But we also need some protections regarding the usage of AI, especially in the area of data leak preventions, because they are AIs and then they are AIs, and some of them pretty safe, other ones not so much. And users utilizing them can be doing some rather unsafe things, and we don't want them to be caught in a situation that they clicked on something they shouldn't have, and they get infected. This way, they click on pretty much whatever they want, and they still not going to be able to get themselves in trouble. I know lots of promises, but let me get started. So Browser as a standalone solution has a zero-day phishing, which is very important because email is usually the traditional avenue that you get phishing attacks from. However, with more advanced email attacks that are out there, those can be wrapped up that email solutions cannot inspect them, or they can be coming from other sources like chat or on the web. So phishing, it is a big problem, and there are very few solutions out there. So this one really makes us stand out in addition to other things. But the next thing would be data loss prevention. Again, email would be a primary avenue that one would lose data. However, private email can work as well. So that goes via browser, or it can be any uploads that one might take. If you have your endpoint security tight, most of the stuff will have to go to the browser, and therefore you're going to be able to control what goes in and out. So it's both for inbound and outbound. Corporate password protection. So all those dreaded password dumps that are out there. One of the reasons that people get to those passwords is that users use the same password across the board. It doesn't matter if it's eBay or Bank of America or a corporate password, it's going to be the same. And that's a situation in quite a big chunk of users. So if you have a solution that would force the users to use different passwords other than corporate password for the other stuff, it would minimize the chance of that password being exposed, because once the eBay password is exposed, first thing that they're going to do is going to try to get to your corporate environment with some intelligence and try it there. So that's one of the use cases. Safe search, I think it's self-explanatory. We all know about it. We can have it in a total prevent mode or just as a notification. URL filtering, that was the use case when we are off-prem and there is no firewall to prevent us from going to bad sites, malicious sites, or doing some dark web browsing or other things that one would expect would be dangerous to browse, especially when they're not covered by the firewall. CDR and sandboxing, our zero-day threat prevention, best in a business. Checkpoint Point customer on here knows that how well we do in that area. So that I'm going to leave as a self-explanatory. Threat intelligence fed by our threat cloud that really supports all our solutions. So again, that small nano agent has a big kick. And real-time malware blocking. So you have users that are going to be as safe as one can get out there in the wild. From there, why is this solution a good fit? So as I explained first, threat prevention, off-prem, endpoints do only so much, endpoint protections does only so much. So, and most of the stuff that we cover on this guy is actually most endpoint solutions do not have. The deployment is easy. It's a couple of clicks away with and deploy it with your central deployment tool, and you are in a business supporting all kinds of browsers. Another very important use case is that lots of environments out there do not enable SSL inspection. And there are reasons for that, because people are afraid that it's going to interfere with business, that important sites are not going to be accessible, and therefore they're losing out on having visibility into the traffic. Because on endpoint level, everything is actually decrypted. We have much better chance of catching those things that you would otherwise have. So this would be a product definitely for you if you are not utilizing SSL inspection to gain visibility that you need. And then blocking sites, trusting other ones. all major browsers are compatible. Because it is such a niche area, this is also very cost effective. You can integrate with checkpoint products, as I mentioned before, but also with third-party vendors. You can have a different endpoint solution and have this as in-depth protection, layered protection, if you will. And it meets regulations. So here's one example that somebody is trying to put a program file in there in AI, and it would block it right away. So there are a couple of things there that we can get and prevent data loss, whether it is by copy paste, or it is by writing in, or it is by uploading files. All those use cases are there. But it goes beyond that. And I'm going to touch on that later on when I go into the environment and do the demo. So this is a corporate password reuse. We have our CDR solution, cleaning the documents that have been made available right away. Only the macros are removed. So in 90-some% of cases, that is sufficient. In the other, 5 or 6% of cases, you can get your original just by clicking on there. Again, we'll show in a demo. So it's not gonna impede your business processes. You're gonna be able to get to your information more or less instantly. Now from there, this would be internet access policies. Again, off-prem, it is something one has to have, and it is very, very detailed and has quite a few options on there. And here, finally, the brains of the operation, our threat code. What you see, the numbers on there is intelligence that we collect daily. So as you can see, there are quite a few things that we look up on a daily basis and collect intelligence from. And more importantly, this big data lake of information, it's only worth as much as you can make sense out of it. So we do have 50 plus AI engines and behavioral engines and other ones that put it together and make it into useful information that in the end keeps your environment safe. So that being said, I will move on to a demo so we can see what's happening when those things really happen out there. So let me see if I can find out where I can share this. Oh, there it is. Go. So, Rob, please let me know if everything is.
Yep, I got your screen there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. So I'm gonna go here. So this food one would be a protected machine, and I'm gonna go to a couple of scenarios for you guys to see how it works. So I'm gonna start with the upload. I'm gonna try to upload a file that has some personal information on there, and I'm gonna go and what's happening, as you can see, is gonna block it. And it's going to say, according to organizational policy, we can work with that and make it happen so you have your own verbiage in there. But and later on, I'm going to look in the logs so you guys can see what it looked like on a background. So, and then I'm going to go and let's test our technology that prevents viruses. So I'm gonna try to download a couple of these things. As you can see, there are messages right there, and it tells you right. Here we go. John Smith financial reports on potential elements have been removed. That means that the CDR is working, and there are two options on a CDR. One option is to keep the file type and remove the macros. The other option is to convert it into flat PDF file, so you get the information without any risk at clicking on something or getting something done wrong. So this is pretty much self-explanatory. So I'm going to just go here, and here we go, financial report, quick search, and this is data. So you can go here, as you can see, and try getting the original. So you just click on it for whatever reason you need the macros that are in there. Here, this one was already malicious, so it was blocked. You can, as you can see, you don't have access to it. It hasn't been downloaded. And here we go. And here is the report. The difference between these is in the name. So wherever you see cleaned means that CDR was at work. When without a cleaned is gonna be the original document. So going on from there, let us see the corporate password reuse. So I'm gonna go here, site first it's scanned. It's gonna scan the site the first time that goes to it, and it's gonna cache it. And from there on, it's gonna be on the background rescanned for purposes of because things that are not malicious today could be malicious down the road because site could lead to a different endpoint, and that endpoint could be malicious. So let me try to enter my credentials here. And obviously, I'm like many users out there, I am gonna try to use my corporate password. Here we go. So again, verbiage can be changed, and you can request for them to change the password there, not utilize corporate password, and so on and so on. And here is the support system and the email that they can use to inquire. Again, that would be optional because you own this area and you can adjust it any way you see fit. So from there, URL filtering. I'm going to start with booze early in the morning. So let's see if we can get that one going. There we go. And here, again, it's going to give you the category and the URL and explain why they couldn't go there. So this is mostly meant to prevent any kind of inquiries that might come and explain it in advance, educate the user. So they're probably not going to try going to those sites in the future, no matter where they're coming from. And that is a playground. Do I have anything else here? I think this is pretty much it. So let us go to our managing solution. There we go. And let's see if you're here. Rob, can we see checkpoint management down there?
Yep, I got it.
Perfect. So this is how it looks like. Right now, I know the colors there, and it seems very busy. But really, once that you get used to it, and it doesn't take long, you're going to be able to get to things that you need easily because all these this would be the accounting for the endpoints that you are utilizing and their health status and whether or not they are active. These are total events that you can go and drill down if you want to do it that way, or drill down by the timeline. You can do the password reuse or choose the category that you want to look at. And then here is, well, there are only two users here, and they are, and I can see what kind of events they have on there. Again, all this is clickable, and you can go in there and utilize it. So zero phishing, one of the things that we spoke about. So let's see, for example, here, what happened here. So first, I'm gonna go and try to enlarge this one. Hopefully, you guys can see it. there's a wealth of information there. It tells you exactly what happened, exactly what where the user tried to go to, and what was the deceptive site at the end. And then also it's going to have, for certain instances, it's also going to have the data that was, if the data was input, you're going to be able to see what kind of data was tried to be put out there. Unless you don't want to, you can change the policy for that one way or the other. So going back to security dashboard, you can data loss prevention is one of the major things that people want to utilize. So in this particular scenario, we have inbound is allowed and outbound is prevented. So let's see what was tried here. So you can see right here the file name that I tried to upload earlier, and it's gonna and where I tried to upload it earlier, and it's gonna show me that that was blocked, and it's also gonna let me see, show me, and here is the description was blocked by DLP service. It's gonna have all of that from where it came from, DLP incident, and a policy that was associated with that. And finally, let's go back here. Here you can also do the some tightening of your search if you know more things about it, what you are really searching for, or maybe even the user and stuff. The search part is fairly easy. So a couple more things out here before I move on to policy. So let's see down here. So you can see the URL filtering, the top sites on there, and what was prevented, direct extraction, how many of them were clean, how many were extracted, benign, prevented. All of these, again, clickable. You can go in there and see what's happening in there. So again, that the T event was done, and what was I was doing that John Smith advanced CV.doc, and we concluded that it is malicious, and we blocked it. So all the data one needs, and if you get endpoint product, you're going to have also a detailed forensics analysis that is part of our endpoint suite. From there, I will go and check on the policy. So easy policy, prevent or do the credential preventions. You have a couple of these options: false safe search or just reputation, informational, advanced settings. Here, you can have categories that you want to have for URL filtering. You can make your own. And so here it shows you what kind of categories you have, what kind of services that you might want to block. Here is the download protection, and there is where you set up what you want to happen for the files. Credential protection is the same way, what you want to allow, what you don't want to allow, and the browser settings. Data loss prevention has over 700 categories in there, and it is quite robust as you might imagine. And finally, here is the other client settings, and here you can set your other user interface settings. Here are your assets that you can go and find out more about, and logs are here. So you can go and do your search in the search bar, check time and time frame of that. And finally, there is also going to be an option to go and to go to our, I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to go here. There is a direct connection. I cannot find it right now, but you can go and check your GenAI capabilities and what did we do there. So as you can see, multiple Gen AIs supported, and you can download all kinds of reports and sessions, applications, what kind of sensitive data was utilized, for example, and what was blocked, and here it is, what kind of content did we catch on the credentials, source code, PCI. My personal favorite is also a sensitive information. So I'm just gonna give you a quick view of what kind of content and what kind of use cases there are. So data types would be sensitive content, and as you can see, all the stuff that one really needs in there, especially intellectual property and sensitive content to me are very important. For privacy, employee information is also important. Use cases, there are many. And here you can see what those are in AI. So, Rob, I know we are about to the end of this session. Are there any questions for me?
Yes, we have some questions. No, I was just going to say GenAI is a good one to end on because, yeah, we get a lot of questions about that. It's a hot topic, so I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. And
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, oh, compliance, yeah.
Yeah, that's all part of that one can have in this product, and you don't need anything but just to enable it.
Yep. And it wouldn't be fair of me not to pick on you for having so many open tabs. So good job, Alan.
Well, it's only fair.
It's only fair. All right, questions. First one we got in, can we use Cisco Umbrella? I'm sorry, I'll start again. We use Cisco Umbrella for DNS layer security. Does Harmony Browse overlap with that solution? Any reason only one or the other should be used?
Well, if the use case is just URL filtering, they're pretty much very similar,
Okay.
and I don't see much of a difference in that sense. But going and adding some other stuff, especially Gen AI and phishing, that I know Cisco doesn't have, makes a compelling case for utilizing this and kind of consolidating, because we all want to have a one pane of glass and not have to go from one console to another and save money. So why not?
Yep. Good point. This one's more of a comment. I don't know if you have any comment on this. Would love to have better controls for blocking ads. Is that something you heard of us integrating in that or anything on the roadmap?
No, Checkpoint is known to be resistant to do stuff that is out of a security area. So we don't have it. I do not know of any roadmap item on there because it's generally it's not malicious. If you click on an ad that is malicious, it's going to be prevented. But preventing the ad itself, we don't have it.
Yep. Question about management. You got it right there on the screen. So this is strictly all through the Checkpoint portal. No on-screen, I'm sorry, on-site management needed.
No on-site management, all done in this portal. As you can see, all our products are. So they are all correlated, and you can do and enable one by one if you choose so, or just have one and do it on here.
Yep. Can I integrate it with on-prem AD?
Yes, there's an AD agent that you can download for that.
Okay. Can I customize the block messages or have an option to ask for an exemption?
Exemptions are supported. You can customize the messages.
Okay. Got it.
So here is the download for the file. And here is the client for AD integration. So very, very straightforward.
Perfect. Can I configure policy based on users or only on computers?
Both are supported as long as your Active Directory provides us with both. You can utilize either or.
Okay. Can you block browser plugins with this browser?
No. I
Yeah,
know
we're
that I think one solution has it, but my personal belief that is that the administrator on a for the desktop administrators can do it, and should limit and whitelist only the things that company needs for security purposes. But I can see the appeal of having that also on this product.
Yeah, that's like Surf, the other product where it's a security browser itself, but
Yeah,
we're
it's a
adding, yeah,
different setup there in architecture. It doesn't usually work with the regular browsers.
right. With the Gen AI dashboard stay, will the Gen AI dashboard stay visible? I have HEP Premium after my Harmony SASE trial expires. I don't quite follow that.
Me neither. ATP Premium. I don't know what product that is.
Hey, Joe, I know you can't speak, but if you want to give us a little bit more detail on that, we're just not quite following your question. We'll give Joe a second to type. Let me see. I think we covered that. Windows and Mac you showed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How to manage corporate. I think Joe might have answered. HEP entitles me to the Gen AI dashboard, but I only have a SASE trial. SAS, not SASE. Sorry, SAS.
Yes. It is part. Again, our products are interconnected, and browse. You can have the addition of Gen AI, but also Gen AI can be part of our SaaS product. So if you want to cover all your SaaS application, including Gen AI, so that would be the SaaS application that interacts with Harmony Browse, and it doesn't need anything else other than to be enabled. And we are doing the search and discovery, and from there you can set up your policies.
Joe, we good there? Give me a thumbs up. All right, I think that was our last question. We're a little over anyway. He says he'll know more in 18 days when it runs out. All right, Joe, check back with me. Let us know what happens. We'll make sure you're okay. All right, I think that covers it. Thank you, Alan. Great information. We will send out the follow-up email of the session with reference content and the recording session. I'm sorry, the recorded link. Our next webinar will be in 2 weeks. You'll see the invitation for that soon. But thanks again for joining. We'll see you here next time. Thank you, Alan. Everyone, enjoy your day. Bye,
Thanks,
all.